I'm trying to get over this thing. I'm trying to get over this gist, this blue therapy gist, Paul and Chioma's saga. So I think somebody's lying here. It's either the Trend Central team, the Blue Therapy team, is trying to fool us, or it is probably that Paul is trying to have a payback on the Blue Central team. But I don't know. I think I've just invested so much of my emotion in that. I think I've invested so much emotion in this thing not to know what the truth is. Not to know what the truth is. I don't even know what anybody can do right now. But hello, if Paul and Chioma actually had a relationship for 3 years, going to 4 years, because I watched the aftermath. Like, have you guys watched the aftermath? Okay, you know what? Just to make sure that this thing doesn't really get crazier than it already is, I'm just going to play some of the aftermath.
Party opinion. So I think it was a great thing for one, putting our business on, Blue Therapy and putting it online, where I could just see the narcissism, let's just say, because that's what we're all describing him as, I could just see the manipulation, the fact that he didn't want me, but he didn't want anyone else to have me. And it's like he wanted to just break me, tear me up, and put me in a tin, cover it, and just...
Because one of the things that I'm really crazy about, one of the things that's really freaking me out about the Blue Therapy, is the aftermath. Because I'm trying to understand why the aftermath has to happen. I'm trying to understand why people have to pay, people have to subscribe to watch it if the couples are fake. I'm trying to understand where it is all headed. And the truth is, I've done my investigation. I've done my investigation about the Blue Therapy, Chioma and Paul's saga, story, relationship, and I think somebody's lying. So if you want to know who is lying, we're going to find out together, because I'm going to be sharing all the clips that I've gathered.
The first question everyone wants to know. I'm going to put the sound effect on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Right, set, low. Andy, the people want to know, is Blue Therapy fake?
All I'm going to say is this, just enjoy it.
Everybody has refused to answer that question. Clearly from this clip, you get to know what his thoughts are on that. So I'm sharing this clip. I want to just watch and let's listen to it together.
Yeah. Chioma was like, the perfect balance of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it started with her, and then, moved on to her couple, and then moved on to Deborah and Jamal. But we screened a lot of other people.
Okay.
A lot of other couples as well. And this is what we decided to go with.
Yeah.
Chioma's obviously known to the platform already. Mm-hmm. People would want to see her in it. I think she played a big part in the show, actually doing quite well, because people already recognize her.
And you're bringing back the people that were there from day one, if anything. Yeah.
So the show, essentially, I guess I built the show around her to start with. So that's it really. That's how the process went. Obviously there's still people there, but now the way the show's gone is done crazy numbers.
Did you expect it?
I always say this, I never expect the numbers, but I always expect people to like it and take interest in it.
Yeah, I hear that.
I said.
So clearly, Andy Amadi is not willing to tell us if the reality show, if the couples are fake or not. Clearly, the conversation around it is mind-blowing. And the truth is, I love everything about this team. This team knows their onions. They're not new in the game. They know how to go viral. I mean, Trend Central. They know how to deal with trends. And I must give it up to these guys, man. Your marketing is on another level, right? So after listening to everything he has to say, the truth is that when I was listening to the interview where he talked about the interview section, he didn't say these people came as individuals. You guys should listen once more to what he has to say.
But we screened a lot of other people.
Okay.
A lot of other couples as well. And this is what we decided to go with.
Yeah.
Chioma's obviously known.
When the screening process was going on, they were not like... it wasn't like an individual thing. It was more like couples were coming. See, these are my assumptions, right? I probably might not be 100% correct, but I said we're going to find out who is lying or true, and we have a right to our opinions because it looks like everybody's just trying to play with our head. And I mean, we can't just get played around. We need to know the truth. If you are a truth finder like me, if you're the kind of person who loves to know the truth about certain things, this is why I dig deep into this, and this is why we're going to know exactly what's going on here. So from everything that I've heard, it is very obvious that these couples came in as couples. They didn't come in as individuals. And a lot of things had to be looked into. They were controlled. I mean, from the word I heard, it was controlled. It's not that they gave them the script for word. Like, these guys had to rehearse. They had to, put some finesse in everything that they were doing. Of course, it's a reality show, but then at the end of the day, it has to come out nicely. So basically, after listening to Andy Amadi's side of the story, and then I posted a video earlier saying that we needed some kind of upgrade, like we needed some kind of explanation from the Trend Central, and Ife came up and gave us something, and I'm going to be playing what she said. So you guys should listen up to this.
Thank you so much to everyone that has purchased it so far and are enjoying it. We see the conversations and we want to keep them going. Now, on the flip side, there appears to be a number of copyright issues that we have been facing here at Trend Central, and so we just want to take a small bit of your time to address it. The whole point in you supporting Blue Therapy, The Aftermath, is so that we can keep creating these amazing shows, keep on upgrading the quality for your viewing pleasure.
Okay, so from what Ife says, we still cannot tell. We can't tell because now one of the things that I've discovered about this is that the team is really trying to be very mature. They're trying to maintain their side of the deal. But why this whole mess is really coming up is because of Paul's video on Instagram named Chioma as an on-screen girlfriend. And my goodness, like, Paul, seriously, if that was a lie, I think that was just plain stupid. Like, if that was a lie, if you actually dated Chioma, because I mean, from everything that I heard, I watched how the team had worked. I listened to Paul's sister's version. I mean, Tola, I heard her version. I had the conversation. I watched the aftermath, for Christ's sake. Like, I watched the whole thing, and I listened to Chioma's friend's side of the story.
He's the provider, is everything. But really behind the scene is a total different person.
A relationship, a long-lasting one anyway. Love is not enough. There are so many things that play. There's so many factors that aid a relationship, a healthy one.
It's like everybody's just trying to play with our head. And I mean, we can't just get played around. We need to know the truth. If you are a truth finder like me, if you're the kind of person who loves to know the truth about certain things, this is why I dig deep into this, and this is why we're going to know exactly what's going on here. So from everything that I've heard, it is very obvious that these couples came in as couples. They didn't come in as individuals. And a lot of things had to be looked into. I mean, this team really did their homework. They did their path of the show. They dug it out. They gave us what we wanted to know. And so basically right now, from everything that I'm seeing, even from Chioma's posts, from this post, it is very, very certain you and I know who was lying. But the truth is, if actually Paul lied about this, wow, he just killed his career even before it started. That was really lame. The concluding part of this whole story is the Trend Central team, the Blue Therapy team, gave us a reality show, a mind-blowing reality show with great marketing, subtle marketing, mild marketing, gimmicks everywhere. That was really, that people bought into, like I bought into. They gave us a real reality show. And Chioma gave us a show, like a big show. Chioma was a showstopper. Like Chioma, everybody literally kept on watching the seasons because of Chioma. Chioma was literally the show. And then when I noticed something from episode 1 to episode 6, Paul was there, but the aftermath, Paul was not there. So I'm very sure that was when all hell broke loose. I'm sure probably that was when he had some kind of outburst. I think that was when everything got, like shattered. So I think Paul just left the show and he didn't want to go ahead with it. So basically, I think Paul, everything didn't come out in his favor. And, we all know who the kind of personality Paul is. He just likes to be in charge. He wants to be in control. He wants to No, he just likes the attention and everything and the glory, and the manly thing. So we basically understand why Paul didn't show up at the aftermath. And looking at the whole thing, we all know who was lying. But the truth is, this guy, that was so mean. That was so mean. And that was so mean because the truth is the Trend Central team did a lot of work. Who knew any of these people? Like, okay, yeah, when I actually went to Trend Central and I watched their previous episodes, Black Chats and all that, I got to understand the kind of conversations they have there, which is something that really interests me, But then when I listened to Andy Amadi's interview, and he said he loves to work with upcoming people, like people who nobody knows, and he tries to get them into the show and like build naturally, organically. I really fell in love with the concept of everything he's working with. And so when we're looking at someone like Paul, who is coming to shine on the platform, but he's trying to give a negative name on the show, I think that was really crazy. And I think he's just going to close doors for him. He doesn't know what he's doing right now. I think right now, for me, I think the only person who lied about this whole thing, or probably Paul didn't lie, but the person who is not telling us the whole truth, or who's trying to look good in front of us, is Paul. Why didn't he have to close his mouth? Like, he didn't have to come out to tell us anything. Like, we were cool, even if we know the show is fake. Like, even if the show is fake or not, even if the couples are fake or not, I still love the show. I'm gonna watch it. People like me are still gonna watch the show. So him coming down to come and see how he could rub off the good vibe we had because everything he said had a negative impact on the team. For Christ's sake, if people know this is a fake thing, a fake show, like the couples were fake, because the only thing that they would say that will hurt me about the show is when they say the couples are fake, like, because the concept of it is couples who need therapy comes and gets help, right? Basically, I think that's what will make the show more authentic and beautiful. And of course, everybody's coming to learn. And of course, I love the part that the road, so many things have to be, there has to be some kind of, there's so much, a lot of things have to be highlighted, right? Because it's a reality show. Yeah, I love that part. But Paul coming out to diss the whole team and their effort, I think that was really mean. Him coming to, the truth is that whether you're trending for something bad or trending for something good, you're going to trend. People come and say shady stuffs about you. People come and say good things about you. And I think Paul has a thick skin for stuff like that. But I think he's doing himself a disservice. I think it's going to affect him. This thing might blow up on his face. At this point, I think I still need to give a big shout out to Trend Central team, to the Blue Therapy team. You guys gave us a show. The way the conversation has gone, this is so great. Like, one of the things I love about the 21st century currently is, the pop culture. It's so crazy. Perception is like a big deal right now. Everybody's tapping into it. And I love everything about this reality show. Oh my God. I just feel like giving everybody in that team a big hug. You guys gave us a big show. And I'm sticking. I'm sticking. Whether the couples were fake or not, the show was worth my time. It is even worth my emotions right now, because that is why I'm doing investigative journalism. Shout out to the Get podcast. I got some of the information. I just had to go online and just, dig to get some of these things. I don't know, man. This face cap makes me look a bit notorious. What do you think? Does my face cap look good? Let me know the kind of things you'd like to see on this channel. Is there a reality show that is really popping that you'd like me to talk about? Let me know about that. The Voice Nigeria is something I'm going to be talking about. And basically, I do reviews on reality shows. So if you think everything I've said makes any sort of sense, just hit me a like. Let me know what you think. So in case you want to watch some of my videos, you can check the links. I have some of my links to my older videos there. You could just check them out. And of course, from wherever, please stay safe. For now, I'm out of here.